Hi there. This is Dr. John Whitcomb talking about myelin and IQ. Really interesting topic. What is myelin? Myelin is the lipid insulation around your axons. Your axons are the nerve fibers that connect your nerve cell either to another nerve cell or down your spinal cord into muscles and all sorts of other places. Okay? It turns out you don't have much myelin at birth. A newborn baby has very little. And that's probably necessary because the baby's brain is already pretty big. And if it got more myelinated, it would have trouble with the exit canal. There just isn't that much space. And so that's what you see. About 6 weeks prior to birth, myelination starts, and in progress at birth, but just getting started. It doubles in the next 6 weeks. It doubles in the 6 months after that. And there's a process. At birth, there are thousands of extra cables, wires, that haven't been insulated yet. And your body, your brain, figures out which ones are making electrical signals and hooks them up and starts myelinating them and starts pruning the ones that don't have electrical signals, which means they aren't hooked up to anything. So the baby's brain has a massive construction project ahead of itself. And that is caused by myelin. And that is myelin, that's what does it. And myelin is made by oligodendrocytes. It's actually an extension of their membranes. Each oligodendrocyte is responsible for dozens of axons around it. And it's not a process, it's done at age 2. It goes on, you probably reach peak myelin around 45 to 50. So yes, teens, your parents have better brains than you. A newborn baby is insulating at about a meter a second. Is conducting. The more myelin, the faster. So 40 to 50-year-old will have 100 meters a second, 100 times faster than a newborn baby. And any mother will tell you that, for the first couple weeks of a baby's life, their eyes are roaming around, not making any connection with mom. And suddenly, a little light switch happens. The cables start getting myelinated. And suddenly the baby can focus on mom's face. Very exciting. And certainly helps mom bond with that little peanut. Well, it turns out that you can now measure myelin in the brain with the MRI scanner. An MRI scanner is looking how much water is in your brain. And your white matter has very little water in it if it's tightly wrapped with myelin. Because when you have 2 layers of lipid bilayers being laid down, there's very little water in between it. And so that has a characteristic signature. And the more myelin, the better your IQ. Now, this has huge implications. We can now measure the probable IQ of a brain. And we can give you the replacement plasmalogens so that you get more myelin. Did you get the implications of that? You want your kid to go to Harvard? Maybe they should be on myelin building supplements. Prodrome Glia will do that. You know what the richest source of myelin making supplements is? Mother's breast milk. Interesting. Mother's breast milk. The longer you breastfeed a child, the less autism you're going to have. The longer you breastfeed a child, the more it myelinates. The very rare wicked disease RDCP that has the absolute deficiency of plasmalogens. If you breastfeed till age 5, a child in Chile was found who had been breastfed to age 5 and had a very mild case of RDCP. Nevertheless, still had to be repaired. But the more myelin, the better your IQ. This is Dr. John Whitcomb, News and Nutrition. Think about buying Prodrome Glia for your kid.